Hi everybody, thanks for tuning into another video on TK's Tech Corner. So some time ago I released a video on this PXN V10 steering wheel. I did an unboxing video and I said I would be testing it out across multiple platforms such as the PC, Xbox Series X and also the PlayStation 5 to see how it is from a compatibility perspective with various titles. The first test we're going to be doing here today is on the PC. So I've not got this on the stand yet. The G923 is still on my GT Omega stand. I haven't yet taken it off, but what I've done for the PC test is I've just used the original clamps that come with it, secured it to the desk along with the shifter and also the pedals. I've tried to frame this little inset video here of the wheel, the shifter and the pedals. You may or may not get a full coverage of them while I'm playing, just because of the camera angle. It's very difficult to capture all three things in one go, and I've got a screen capture running to capture the gameplay. Now another problem is my monitor is actually an ultra wide screen 49 inch, so if I capture the display full, it's going to be extremely difficult to view when you're viewing it, because it's probably going to look like a little ribbon. So I'm only capturing the center part of the display. That's the main part for the settings. During the gameplay, you'll see hopefully if I use the car view where you can see the actual vehicle, you should get hopefully a decent view. When I go to an internal view, I don't know what it's going to look like, but we'll soon find out. So just a few things first. So with Forza Motorsport, if I go to settings, one of the things that I noticed immediately was when I plugged the wheel in, it did detect the wheel, and this input option came up, though what I did see, and let's see if I can get it up, was a massive list of controllers, of which unfortunately the PXN V10, so if I go down alphabetically, you'll see is not in the list of controllers. Now I know this is, a lot of people mention how this is effectively a Mad Catz Pro controller rebranded. It's not, it definitely isn't. I did try the Mad Catz Pro settings, they didn't really work. So what I've done is I've created a custom input and I've been messing around with it a little bit just to try and get the settings correct. So first thing you do is you go through and you register all of your different inputs for steering, brake, gas, etc, etc. I've also set up the shifter, so we'll be trying to play with the shifter, and you can see just how bad I am trying to shift manually. So the main thing here that I really probably should show you is the advanced controller setting. Now this is where I've been tweaking stuff on and off. Again, I don't know if I've got it right or wrong. That definitely does not look like my settings. Steering axis dead zone should not be 40% from what I remember. Or it's close to 0. I'm just going to leave it at 20 for now. I don't know. So you're going to see me playing with these settings. I'll leave that at 20. We've got all the settings here. I'll go through these slowly in case you need to refer to them. They definitely aren't the right settings. Trust me, they're not. I'm just going to go to revert because that doesn't look correct to me. I'll go back into settings because I do want to show you the settings. I think it's important to see them. So the controller is definitely specified as the my custom input. Now if we go to advanced controller settings here, again this doesn't look right because I was seeing a bunch of other stuff which I'm not seeing anymore. So what we'll do is let's just go ahead and start the game up first. You can see the wheel is, it feels like it's alive there anyway. I'm just going to go and start a race. So I'm going to go into a quick race here. We'll just do a free play. I'll go and check the wheel setup again in a minute. I'll do a quick event setup. Let's just select a Porsche. It's going to be very hard to drive. I'm going to select a nice clear day. Track, I don't know, Brands Hatch. Let's do Brands Hatch. Actually, let's do Silverstone. Right, okay, and I'm going to just start this off just to get started, and then we'll see how we go. You may or may not be able to hear the game audio. I've got a controller here just to start, go through the menus.
The recently updated asphalt here at Silverstone was designed to resist extreme lateral loads experienced during intense braking and fast cornering.
Right, so let's start the car.
Problem.
I think I've got this, I don't know if I've got this in automatic or manual mode at the moment. It may be manual without clutch, so we'll just test it out. So you can see the gas is working there, accelerator. Right. So it is in manual mode. You can see me shifting through the gears, manual without clutch. And you can see how extremely dirty and dangerously I am driving here. Let's slow down, or I'm going to stack it again. You can see I'm never going to make a pro race driver. A, I'm probably too old, and B, I can't drive anyway. So I could feel the car slipping out there. Really good force feedback, traction. The 3.2 Newton meters of force on this thing are serious. They feel like they're going to rip my arm off, and I think I toned the force feedback down a little bit. Right, I've completely gone out there. The shifters on the pedals will also work, so I can show you them working as well. So that's me shifting up and down, as you can see there. So the shifters on the pedals are working absolutely fine. Oh, sorry, on the wheel are working up fine as well. Need to learn my braking distance in this game. Not really, I haven't played it much, to be honest. I think you're getting a fairly decent view. I can see what's being recorded whilst I'm playing. Oh gosh, where have I gone to? So you get the idea here. Let's go into reverse mode. I can put this into reverse mode. So I'm pushing the gear stick down and into 6th gear. So when you push it down into 6th gear, you're engaging reverse mode. I've also got the handbrake configured. There's a little handbrake button here, and just to show you that works, you can see that working as well. I have tried Assetto Corsa as well, but I haven't got that set up at the moment, so I won't record that right now. If you do want to see that working, please let me know. You can see just how badly I'm doing here. It really is embarrassing, but the purpose of this video is not to show you my racing skills, because then I would have failed already right from the beginning. It's to show you how well the wheel works once it's configured. So I should really be playing this in automatic because I'm terrible in manual, but I wanted to show you the shifter working. It's nice to see all 3 components being set up and working, rather than just a shifter, which I wouldn't be surprised if most people just leave out when they set it up, to be honest. But it does add a lot of realism to the experience, especially when you've got a proper simulator setup, which I don't have. This would be probably more of a bit of a pastime hobby type stuff for me. Rather, I don't get enough time to play with these things, unfortunately. 3rd gear in this is just where I need to start off, really, because 1st and 2nd are just too torquey. You can feel I can feel the gravel here. So I do get different sensations from the different turfs that I'm driving on, so the different terrains. I get a nice feedback on the tar as well. The resistance for this thing is phenomenal. It really is. You can probably see it moving around. You can see it probably pulling me around, no doubt. And I've got to say, the actual clamps that I'm using here, the original clamps, just to hold it to the table, it's not been bolted in at all, really do work very well at keeping this thing in place, even with all that torque from the force feedback and the drive motors. So I keep missing that turning, don't I? Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have one more go I'm just going to start again because I'm doing really bad and I'm super far behind. I'm not expecting to win again, but just for the sake of it, we'll just do it again once more. There is a way of activating the manual clutch mode. Maybe I should just quickly do that. What I'll do to save you watching me, in fact, why don't we find the menu item together in case you're wondering where it is. I always forget where it is, to be honest. I think I have to exit the game to do this first. I don't think I can change it in the middle of the game. So I'm going to go back to the settings. I'm pretty sure somewhere here are the settings. Let's see if we've got those advanced controller options up. No, I don't seem to be able to see my advanced controller options for some reason. Anyway, right, controller. I'm sure there's an option here somewhere to switch my shifting. It's probably here somewhere. I'm probably staring at it and I can't see it. Right, here we go, shifting. So you can do manual, automatic, manual, or manual with clutch. Now I'm going to manual with clutch just to show you the clutch working as well. It's going to be awesome, but I'm going to be even worse than I was there. Even though I do drive a real car, so a manual car in real life, I'm still going to be awful. I'm going to use a different car this time. I'll use the Subaru. I'll choose let's go to the Nürburgring. Let's go to clear driving conditions again, yes. And let's probably drop the driver tiles down to 10. Okay, right. Not that any of this is going to help me in any way, shape or form, or make me play any better than I am. Let's do this. Turn the volume up a bit. Might have to shout so you can hear me now. Don't know if the microphones are going to pick up the audio from the speakers or not.
The legendary Nürburgring Nordschleife has little to no runoff area for some of its fastest sections. Pushing your car beyond the limit may get you very close to guardrails that can end your race early.
Right, it's me driving. It's not driving at all. Right, and we're off. I don't know what I did there. Oh gosh, there we go, and I flipped. Wow. That was dangerous. I'd have been dead in real life. That was real life. So you can see just how bad I am at this. I thought I was going alright there for a little while. I should have just played like that speedway, which is the round track, to make myself look good at this, but there we go. So you can see once you spend some time calibrating, setting up the different options for the wheel, you really do get a good driving experience out of this with the PC. I've had a semi-decent run without smashing at all. The shifter really does work very nice. It adds a lot to the experience, I must say, as difficult as it is to get used to some of this stuff. It really is worth investing the time in learning to play with it, I think, for me as well, because yeah, it's just a different experience when you're playing with the shifter. And I've lost it again. Right, so there you go. On that note, I'm going to end this video. I won't use this video to show another game because it'll probably end up going far too long. But I really want to share that experience with you, just to show you the PXN V10 working on Forza Motorsport. I've installed it through Game Pass. So if this is a game that you're interested in playing with the wheel, and maybe you're looking at considering different options for which wheel you should buy, here's one option that you now know works. Again, I'm able to show you all the settings. So if you do want to see the settings, you'll go through the video and you'll see them. And it's what's working for me. It's not necessarily the best setup for the wheel. Again, this is all just going to be what feels right for you. So you know, when you get the wheel, you may go through settings and it's actually, these settings are awful. They don't feel right for me at all. I am still wondering why I'm not getting all of my settings. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. I wasn't looking for advanced control. I'm supposed to be looking for advanced input. Advanced control is for the actual controller. Advanced input. So this is what I want to show you. So this is the actual setup of the PXN V10 with my custom configuration. So the dead zones, you can see the dead zones. One thing I had to do, because it was extremely erratic and unusable, was I had to set invert force feedback to on. You can see the dead zones for accelerator and also for the brake pedals here, and the clutch control as well. Those dead zones you can see set there as well. Clutch axis inverting is off. Handbrake settings, I'm just using that digital handbrake button on the gear shifter, so it doesn't really matter. And then the vibration scales 40%. You can see what's going on here. You can really bump this thing up and it will probably rip your arm off. All the different settings for force feedback and steering here as well. So wheel damping scale and center spring I've got set a bit lower than the out. I think originally it was 50. I've set these down to 35 and 25 respectively. And then you can also see the rest of the configuration here for dynamic damper. Steering sensitivity I've left as it was. The steering linearity I've turned down to about 35. I'm slowly tuning this. This is one thing I'm still fiddling with a little bit. As it is, as you've seen from a setup perspective, it feels pretty much okay now. I may need to shift it up to about somewhere between 35 and 40. Otherwise, I think I've got the linearity bang on, well, as close to bang on as I'm going to get it. But again, that's just for myself. How it feels for me, how it feels for you may be completely different. So on that note, if you've got any questions, please ask them in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed the video, please do leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate the likes I get and dislikes with constructive criticism. And if you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner to show support of my channel. Any games you want to see me testing, send me through the requests. If I've got the game, I certainly will test it. And watch out for more videos on this awesome wheel coming up for Xbox Series X and also the PlayStation 5. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.